Greetings everyone. My name is Sarasame Dehaiko and I'll be discussing this part of my code. So, first possession to start a session, and there will be a conditional statement which is if statement. So, if the orders doesn't exist, we will create initialize a arrays, orders array, and we, we have a named with class named menu item, and we have a variables public item name, public servings, public price per serving, and we have a constructor. So we have a three parameter item name, servings, price per serving. So we used this po because they have a same name. So this item name equal item name, then servings equal servings, price per servings equal price per serving. And we have a method here po to get a subtotal. So the subtotal, so number of servings times price per servings. And next po is the class order. So we have two variables, customer name and menu item, and we also have a constructor with two parameters, customer name and then object menu item. And you have a this also po because they have a same name also, and customer name equal customer name. Then we have a method, so public function get service charge. So we have a 8%, so it will times 0.08 po. So it will return the subtotal with the service charge based on the subtotal. And discount rate po based on subtotal. So public function get discount rate. So subtotal, this menu item gets subtotal if subtotal po is greater than or equal 1,000, it will return a 0.0. It will return a 10% discount, and subtotal greater than or equal 500, it will return a 5%. And else naman po, it will become a none. So there will be a no discount po. And we have a method for get discount. So ayan po, return this menu item get subtotal times get discount rate po. So get discount rate, tatawagin, this will call the get discount rate method, and get subtotal. And last po is the total price po. So subtotal plus service charge minus discount. So it will return food to. So there will be a method po na it will return a number, and then it will add this get subtotal and the get service charge and minus get discount. And that's all lang po sa part ko. Hello, Gogi.
Greetings everyone, I'm King James Lamata, and we're gonna talk about the delete section. If it is set, i-get nyo yung delete, i-store na yung index, i-delete. Then, sa splice, kunin natin yung session ng orders, then yung store nating index na ginat natin, and i-delete natin siya isa lang. Then, header kung saan siya nakalocate, which is PHP start, then exit. Sa create and update, kapag yung request method naman natin is false, dito kukunin niya yung customer name, yung item name, service, and price per serving. Ititrim lang natin siya, then kukunin natin yung int and float. Then here, menu item, kunin natin siya, is gagawin natin yung menu item, same din sa order. Then yung record is equivalent ng array ng customer name, item name, service price, subtotal, service change, discount rate, discount, saka total. Then, i-get lang natin sila. If iset naman natin is edit index, and edit index natin is hindi equal sa null or hindi equal sa walang laman, i-store ng edit index natin yung edit index. Then sa session, kukunin natin kung anong order at kung anong index yung i-edit natin sa record. Else, kapag else naman, sa session, yung orders, dito natin nanin yung record. Then, the header, which is in location natin, is PHP set pa din. Sa load edit data naman is null lang muna siya. Then, if ang iset natin is edit, ganun pa din, edit index, and i-get natin siya. If yung session natin is yung orders natin and yung edit index nag-equivalent, sabihin nun is i-edit niya yung data equivalent ng session orders natin. Then, dito naman isi-summary lang niya yung totals. So, gaano lang tayo, initialize lang tayo from total order count and starting from 0. Then, here, mag-for loop lang tayo. Is ipo-plus lang natin yung mga total na naging orders para magkaroon tayong summary. Then, yung form fields, initialize lang tayo sa form customer, item, service price, title, and button. Ngayon, if yung edit data natin is not equal sa null, dun niya i-store yung mga yon. Then, that's it for my part lang. Thank you very much.
Dangal greetings, my name is Justin Carmel. I'll be explaining my contribution to this activity, which is focused on the dynamic generation of our order record table. This highlighted, I begin by initializing the table row variable as an empty string to improve user experience, and I added a conditional check. If the sessions contains no orders, the system would display a row stating no records yet, so that the table doesn't look broken or empty. So, sa next part is this else until here. When data is present, I use a for loop for iterate through the array orders. For a security, I use the HTML special character function when retrieving the customer's name. This prevents a cross-site scripting by ensuring that any special character are treated as a plain text rather than the executable code. And here, and that next is to ensure the financial data is clear. I utilize the number format function. This format the row numbers into the standard currency display with exact 2 decimal places, making it easier for the staff to read the price and totals. And here, discount here, that discount. Next is I implement a condition for a discount column. If a condition is applied, the system generates a green badge, otherwise it will show none. I also generate dynamic edit and delete links using the array index, which is allow the users to manage specific records directly from the table. and the lastly is table row and until here. Finally, combined all these variable into a single HTML string using a using the consent concatenation operator. Each completed row is a append to the table rows variable, which is the rendered on the web page to create a final interactive order list. So that's all my part. Thank you.
Dangal greetings. I am Richmond D. Escopete and I will be explaining my part. This PHP code dynamically generates a complete HTML page for a restaurant order and billing system, combining both back-end data processing and front-end presentation in a single output block. The script uses Echo to print the entire HTML structure, allowing PHP variables such as form title, table rows, grand total, and others to be embedded directly into the interface. This approach enables the page to update in real time whenever the user submits, edits, or deletes an order. The head section defines the page's metadata, imports Google Fonts, and includes a large block of custom CSS. The styling creates a modern dark theme interface using structured components such as headers, panels, buttons, tables, and summary cards. The layout is responsive using grid system or platform grid and flexible containers to ensure the form and table adjust well across the different screen sizes. In the body, the top section displays a styled header that identifies the system as a restaurant management tool. Below it, a panel contains a form used to input or update order details. This form collects essential data such as customer name, item name, number of servings, and price per serving. The form fields are pre-filled using PHP variables like form customer, form item to support editing functionality. A hidden input field, edit index, keeps track of which record is being updated, enabling crude operations without a database. The form submit button dynamically changes its label and style depending on whether the user is adding a new record or updating an existing one. Following the form, a summary bar displays aggregated values computed from all orders, including total number of orders, subtotal, service charge, 8%, total discounts, and the grand total. These values are calculated on the server side and formatted using number format for proper currency display. This provides users with a quick overview of all transactions. The final section presents the order records in a table format. The table headers define the structure, while the actual rows are generated dynamically through the table rows. $ table rows. Variable which contains HTML rows built from stored order data. Each row displays detailed information such as subtotal, service charge, discount, and total per order. Additionally, action buttons, edit and delete, are included for each record, enabling users to modify or remove entries easily. Overall, this code demonstrates how PHP can be used to build a fully functional CRUD application without a database by storing and processing data in memory, likely using sessions or arrays. It integrates back-end logic with a polished front-end design, providing both functionality and user-friendly interaction in a single-page system.
Hi, Dangal, greetings. My name is Marilyn Avea and I'm the group representative for Group 5 for this Finance Laboratory Act 3. So this is our web application, which is the Restaurant Management of Order and Billing, where the user can create an order and see the order records for the billing purposes. So first, we are trying to insert data. We insert data of price with serving of 15 and price or base price of 85 pesos. So it automatically reflects in our orders records table. Next, we are going to feed the table with at least three data that showcases the different intermediary for the discounts. So next we have John with Coke and serving of 10 and a price of 45. So here we can see John. Next we have Lee, order of burger with 10 servings and a price of 55. So here we can see the reflection for the total, and um let's double check the equation for the discounts and total, as well as the service charge. So for Mary, we have the price of 15 serving and 85 price. So we have a subtotal of 1 to 75. Now we're going to multiply that into the discount of 8%. I mean the service charge of 8%. So we have a total of 102. So tama naman. So it's correct. Next we have the discount since it exceeded the 1,000 pesos. It gained a 10% discount. So let's try to get the 10% discount of 1,275. So, so we also get a 127.5. So now let's try to um let's try to minus the discount that the user or the customer acquired. So we have a total of 147.5, and we're going to add the service charge. So we also had a 1 to 49.5 as well as the in the system. So next we're going to check for John. So he ordered Coke with a serving of 10 and a base price of 45, and we have a subtotal of 450. So we're going to multiply this to the discount, or I mean service charge. So it has a service charge of 36, and for discount it doesn't have any discount since it didn't met the requirement of 500 above for 5% discount, and it also doesn't meet the 1,000 above for a 10% discount. So next we have, we're going to just add this service charge to the subtotal of the customer. So 450 plus the service charge. So we also get a 486, the same as in the website. So lastly, we have for Lay. So she ordered a burger, a 10 serving, and the price 455. So the subtotal is 550. So we're going to multiply this again to the service charge, and we are having 44 pesos. So next we are going to get a discount for 550 subtotal times 0.5, 0.05, since it only has 5% for the 500 plus subtotal. So we have 27.5 as well as in the system, so it is the same. So next we're going to add or minus this discount to the subtotal. So subtotal 550 minus 27.5. So we get the 522.5, and we're going to add the service charge of 44. So we also get the 566.5. So all of the equations are correct and follows the system requirement. So now add we're going to try out the other system functions, such as the edit and delete. So let's try to edit John's order. Let's make the Coke into Sunday. And let's make his base price of 50. So to save changes, we can see that Sunday reflected and the price became 50. And also the total and service charge, I mean the subtotal, service charge, and total also reflected here in the table. So next we are going to try out the delete option. So we are going to delete John to see if the uh, counter ID will also be updated. So let's delete. So here we can see that Mary, of course, still remains the same, but Lay had her number to be incremented, or um, that her number became 2, since John, the latter or the before number 2 ID is now deleted, so Lay is now the number 2 ID for customer details. So that's all for our video presentation. Thank you.